Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. First down here for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Single back takes the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
There's a challenging 3rd and 8 now in his opening possession. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Oh, the defense, they get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
And the Utes will have 1st and 10 here. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage. Plays.
Here's the second down play. Got the first down, now looking for more. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
And the Utes pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here's a throw underneath to the back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Here comes the 7th play of a good-looking opening drive, but it's 3rd down now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. And that one's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
And the Aggies trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And that one is incomplete in the end zone.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So what's the play call? It's 4th and goal from the 3. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he cannot get in. The defense rises up, makes a stand. Turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here, going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
And the Utes offense takes the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Backed up on 3rd down. Let's see what the call is. They need some breathing room for the punter at the very least. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Fights off a defender. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Utes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Well, you can't criticize this coach for being too conservative, can you? This guy's going for it on 4th down deep in his own territory. You have to have the utmost confidence in your offense to be able to execute that. And in this case, they proved him right.
Here comes a handoff. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this 1st quarter run out. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. That's a bullet pass to the left side. Oh, the deep ball caught at the 25. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. On the run here, lets it go. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And the defense wraps him up.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback's scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
The Utes are in the red zone. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Coming up, second down and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Nowhere to run on that play. It got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
After this long drive, you'd hate to settle for a field goal. Can they find the end zone? They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on third down, now we got a fourth down situation. And now you're in the red zone. I wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice and try to take a chance and try to come up with a touchdown?
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The shotgun handoff here. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. Second down after that run on the previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Aggies will come to the line to run the hurry up. On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. The pocket breaking down. Going to scramble now. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Aggies.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point was up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Utah offense takes the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost them 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Hands off to the left. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Defense is coming after him. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there. And the Utes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's hit as he throws it. He's a wide open receiver, complete. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. So we reach the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. He hands it off from the gun. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. The clock is still running up to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
He's going to pull it down and run. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? An inside give now from the shotgun. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Timeout is called. A duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Throw to the running back in the flat. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And looking for a big play here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Utah offense takes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Here's the throw deep downfield. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his back. The pass is caught. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Receiver makes the catch. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. And the Utes looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Second and goal for the offense. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. He's swarmed by the defense. The defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here and maybe hold them to 3 points.
Gain sets up a 3rd down and goal from the 6. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it near the end zone. The defense makes the stop at the 3. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. And they will try out the field goal team here. Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Second down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. He's got some room and some blockers here. Tackle after the pick, and then he'll do it for the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Utes will kick this away to start the second half. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. When he's got some space here, they'll spot the ball near midfield at the 48. Good work by the return team. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. And the Aggies looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Well, let's face it. They dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Snags the quick throw. Breaking free at the 35. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Oh, how about that, Chris? This defense has been taken for a ride. I'm not sure if they're overconfident or they just fell asleep a little bit, but whatever the case, they better wake up because now they're facing a goal to go, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get a play into the end zone right here.
The Aggies will line up now. It's first and goal. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
Defense bringing out some big bodies to stop the run. Another handoff to him on second and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing the football. Nice loss of yardage there on second and goal. Now it's third and goal for the offense.
Defense has smothered the running game. Now what's the call on third down and goal? Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, A&M.
Chris, remember in college football, it's just 1 foot down to be able to count for a touchdown. Does a great job towards the back line there. Doesn't go out of bounds. Goes up into the air and gets that 1 foot down. That's good. That's a score.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's brought down just across the 25-yard line. And the Utah offense takes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the same runner's got it again. The junior able to bring him down quickly. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on a jet sweep. Tackle at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up the 1st down.
He's going to take off. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And now the handoff. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Utes pick up enough for a 1st down. He'll hand it off. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. The shotgun running play call. Tackle, but 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And the Utes have 1st and 10 here. Makes a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Spinning out of the tackle. Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Got space. Looking to score. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Coach deciding to go for the two-point conversion to tie the score right here. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's got it inside the 15. Returner tackle right there. That's when we'll start the drive. Final play before the end of the quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. It's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Lets it go quickly. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Defense not pressing this time. That's a design quarterback keeper. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Getting set. Here's second down. They're going to run it here. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
When the defense gets these guys to third down, they got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Yeah, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that previous play. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Here we go, late in a tight game. This might be the biggest play so far. 3rd and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Interesting call here, Christopher. Throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
Leading here in the 4th quarter, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's got it, enough for a first down. Tackled at the 33, that's good enough for a first down.
Chris, what a call by this offensive coordinator. 4th down, they elect to go for it, and they get the first down. Now you can continue to work that clock.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. They'll ride the back again here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And the Aggies will crank up the tempo. Short pass finds the tight end. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Texas A&M. Strong game by this quarterback.
Oh, what a play. Man, this defense, they better watch out for this tight end today. It's proven right there how easily he can slip behind and get lost in coverage. And if that happens, this quarterback's going to find him and make him pay.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Utes offense takes the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The pass rush closing in. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Extending the play now. Football comes out. So the offense retains possession and avoids a catastrophic turnover. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
First down, looking to throw the football. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He breaks free. He's moving out of the pocket. Throws it to the right. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. There's the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. After extending the lead with a field goal, they'll kick it off now, trying to make the offense go a long way to win it. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure is looking to throw it deep. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.